Hey there guys, Art with Northern Lights Survival and Primitive Living Skills Academy. I made something for you guys that know you're going to go backpacking or hiking. I call it a firebox. It's pretty much for emergency use. What it is, you can get these boxes at any store like Dollar Tree, Walmart, Hobby Lobby. This one costs like $2. Okay, what I've done on this, I've cut an 1 3/4 hole in the bottom, 1 inch in the top, and a 5/8 in each end and each side. In this box, I have put cotton balls, unraveled them, and I have taken a wet light fire tinder, crunched it up, put it in there, and I've shaved and chopped up some fat wood. This I got at Walmart. It's $10 for $11 for a 10-pound box. Okay, it's cheap, easy, and if you don't have access to pine trees or anything like that in your area, it's a real cheap, efficient way to get it. And what I've done, if you'll notice, I hope you can see it from there, is the cotton batting is here. Okay, we'll take and set that up on the block. And the principal means of this, okay, you could use it to set off an emergency fire, to start a signal. But you just you light your cotton batting, make sure she gets going, which, leave it to me, I have overstuffed it. That's not a problem, just pull a little bit out. For those of you guys that are subscribed to me, you'll see this. It won't be edited. You'll see the little boo-boos. You always want to make sure you keep it to where it'll actually light. Okay, now let's give this another go. Come on, there we go. There we go. We're cooking with bacon now. Okay, now just be forewarned, this is going to smoke a bit. Alright, but the basic principle of this is that big hole will suck up air to go through the top. Okay, I can tell by the heat it is lit. And these outer holes, as this heats up, it's going to suck the air up and make it get hotter. Now, I'll take and open it just a bit. You can see she's actually going. Okay, get a little warm there. Alright, and if you'll notice, the fire is starting to come up through here, but it'll produce fire out of your small holes on the side for just a little bit. And as it heats up in there and starts burning good, it's just going to suck the air through those holes and burn up through the top hole. But if you're in an emergency situation to where you need to start a signal fire or get one going, this will work. I don't know if you can see from there, but it's putting out a good little bit of flame. Alright, and it's also producing smoke that can potentially get you some help. But if you've got your green leaves and grass to put on top of your bundle or what have you, you've got your signal fire. Okay, if you'll notice, flames are starting to come up pretty good. Okay, and with this, if you don't have dry firewood, it's not a problem. There's enough wood in here, enough fat wood and tinder, to where after you cut your tinder up and get to the dry middle, you'll be able to dry it out on this. Okay, you just take a couple of rocks, or 4 small rocks, to hold up the bottom of it to where it'll suck the draft up. Now if you'll notice, she's going. Get over here, it's starting to blow in my face. That ain't real good. I had surgery yesterday, so but if you'll notice, it's starting to come up through the top pretty good. and in side holes. But that box has caught fire pretty good, and you could actually cook on it right now. If you take a couple of small stones or a couple of small pieces of wood and put on the ends of the box on top, you could actually set a metal canteen or a Swedish pot or whatever you got, or even a tin can or a pop can to boil your water. Now, another thing with using this tinder, all right, this smoke right here is potentially bad because it is done with fat wood. And that pine resin, I know none of the guys on YouTube have told or put out a video the effects of pine resin when you're heating it up. It's a gasifier. Okay, you don't want to do it in a enclosed area with pine sap. It is caustic and it will flash fire. As you can see, it's putting off a pretty good amount of smoke here, but once it heats up and gets going really good, it cuts down on the smoke. But again, with the fat wood and stuff in there, you don't want to use it inside a shelter or an enclosed shelter. A lean-to or something like that, I don't think you'd have any problems. But if you'll notice, she's starting to come out of the top a little more. It's going to come out all the holes on the sides and stuff eventually. But you want that. It draws that draft up in there. And to carry this in your backpack, you just take some small pieces of tape and put over the holes and tie it shut or however, and just carry it in your backpack or in your vehicle. That way you've always got a dry means of lighting a fire. Now, you can use a flint and steel on this, or a ferrocerium rod, or even a battery with a piece of steel wool to light it. With that cotton batting in there, it's going to allow you to do that. All right, it takes a spark really well. The reason I didn't get it the first time, I had it overstuffed in the bottom and didn't have an air pocket for it to flame through. But if you'll notice right in here, she's coming out of that top hole really good. Okay, now you can get these boxes, like I said, at Dollar Tree or Walmart, someplace like that for $1, $2. They're cheap. Plus your fat wood. If you go out and collect it yourself, it's free. If you go to Walmart or wherever, you can get a 10-pound box for a little over $11. It's well worth it. I've got a constant supply of pine out here on the farm. I've got 85 acres to roam on, and we got plenty of pine trees. We got spruce. I've got birch. This is out here. This is also where I teach my students, not in this specific area here, but I do it over the tree line. Before I cut you guys off, I'll point you over in the direction. Just never mind all the barrels and the cars out here. It is a farm. Okay, we've been here about 10 years, or at least I have. My wife's been here a little bit longer. But if you'll notice, this fire's burning really good now. I mean, it's producing some smoke, but nothing like it was, and it's a really, good hot flame. But it's sucking that air up in. You can see by the tornado up into the top. I call it a tornado. It's a vortex. It just, you can tell it's sucking up the air through there to draw the draft. But I hope you guys like this. Feel free to make one and try it out. If you can make improvements on it, feel free to link me a video on it. I've never seen anyone build a fire like this. I've been doing it for pretty close to 30 years. It's a little trick my grandpa taught me, only we didn't buy the boxes, we had to make them. You can use wood lath or anything like that. But this right here, I call it the North Dakota Firebox. Even though I'm from Oklahoma, I live here in North Dakota now, and that's the North Dakota Firebox. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care.